Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're kicking us off with Bronson Reed, Ricky Starks to begin NXT. And look at that, Bronson Reed being disrespectful, not going in for the handshake, walking away from the handshake. Here we go, Bronson Reed and Ricky Starks to start us off here. And obviously this is the four competitors that we're going to see tonight. Obviously the Ricky Starks and Bronson Reed are part of that Survivor Series match, as it will be Team Triple H versus Team Drew McIntyre. If McIntyre wins, he will be officially back on the main roster. He can choose going to Raw or SmackDown. I'm not sure what the other superstars will be getting on their side of things, but certainly that will be big for that group. But if Drew McIntyre's team loses, Triple H's team wins, McIntyre will be staying in NXT for the foreseeable future. So a lot of stakes, certainly, in that matchup, and obviously Triple H hiring quite a bit of big guys of sorts to do his handiwork, essentially, to slow down Drew McIntyre and make sure he doesn't get back to the main roster. Bronson Reed just working on that left leg, and we're going to see all four competitors from each team in action here tonight. The main event being Drew McIntyre taking on Karrion Kross one-on-one. Also tonight, once we are done with those four matches, Adam Pierce will be addressing who will be taking on the NXT Champion Ethan Page, the NXT Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton, as well as the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boyz, live there at the next pay-per-view for NXT. It's going to be a great one. NXT Deadline on the way. We got our Iron Survivor matches all set up. Now we got to figure out who is going to be facing who as we itch closer to NXT Deadline. As Ricky Saints continuing to fight off Bronson Reed the best that he can here. Oh, a big trip taking down Bronson Reed. And could you imagine if NXT sweeps these guys tonight? How big that would be for NXT. Is now Ricky Saints flipping them over. Oh, look at this submission hold here. Oh my goodness, look at this single leg submission here. Bronson Reed, middle of the ring, nowhere to go, but Ricky Saints having to let go of it. Saints feeling pretty good about himself. Bronson Reed up to his feet. Oh, Bronson Reed with a terrific reversal into a Samoan drop. Now into the pinfall opportunity. We're in the middle of that ring. Is that enough? No, just a 1 count. This is the point in the matchup where Saints is going to be very careful. Bronson Reed's going to start hitting those big-time maneuvers. If you don't move out the way, he's going to make you pay, and it might be time for a tsunami right to the midsection of Ricky Saints. 2, 3. Bronson Reed has defeated Ricky Saints. And certainly not the best look, certainly, that the NXT guys want to have, but unfortunately for them, the starting us off fast here tonight. Usually they get entrances and stuff, but tonight here on NXT, they were already in the ring. They were ready, and now, well, NXT's already down 1-0 here tonight against the main roster guys. That big tsunami, Bronson Reed, showing you how, 23, 24 into 25, these last 3 to 4 years, it has been all Bronson Reed, ladies and gentlemen, and he showed you tonight why he is on Team Triple H. And certainly, if this is how the rest of the night goes, ladies and gentlemen, Team NXT is in trouble. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up next, it is time to whoop that Trick, as Trick Williams will be in action taking on Big E. Talking about a big-time matchup, certainly one of the bigger matches in Trick Williams' career. Obviously, he's been a tag team champion with Carmelo Hayes, so certainly in the terms of winning championships, Trick Williams You know, that was a big matchup for him, but when you start facing these other main roster guys, certainly this is going to be one of the bigger ones because Big E has accomplished so much here in Universe Mode history, and especially being one of the longest reigning Intercontinental Champions in Universe Mode history. This certainly is going to be a tough test for this young man, Trick Williams. Like we were just witnessing Bronson Reed being disrespectful to Ricky Saints, but it ended up working out in his favor. We'll see how Trick Williams will fit. We'll have to try to figure out Big E tonight here on this edition of NXT. Just get ourselves a little taste of what's going to be coming our way in just a couple days' time there at Survivor Series. It's going to be a great night there in Toronto, Canada. A lot of great matches coming your way from top to bottom. We got some War Games matches, we got some traditional Survivor Series matches, we got champion versus champion matches, we got a little bit of everything coming your way. And now here comes Big E. And back in the early stages of his early WWE career in WWE, Big E, at one time formerly known as Big E Langston. NXT was his stomping grounds back in, I believe, 2012, 2013, in that area, give or take. Certainly, he's been around in WWE for quite a long time, very long career, you could say, of sorts, but certainly, we're going to see how Big E fares tonight against Trick Williams. The future versus the current. Something's got to give. Big E, certainly he would love for, you know, not only to ruin Drew McIntyre's team's chances there at Survivor Series, but hey, any momentum he can get, maybe a title opportunity, maybe a big showing in the Royal Rumble. I mean, Big E says he is ready to hold the world title. That is why, essentially, he left the New Day last year. Here we go. Referee ringing the bell. Let's see how these two go at it. Two big hosses going at it. Big E sending a message early here with these big sharp elbows right to the side of the jaw. That certainly will wake up Trick Williams very, very quickly, as Big E with an elbow right across the chest. Big E with an early pinfall attempt. Could this be enough? Two. Ooh, Trick Williams being saved by that bottom rope there. In those situations, you got to be so careful because the referee doesn't always see that. But luckily for him, referee saw this, or this would have been a very quick matchup. Big E now gonna pick up Trick Williams. Ooh, dropping him right on that top rope. Trick Williams is gonna figure out something very, very quickly here. And like we mentioned, Trick Williams being a former WWE Tag Team Champion on SmackDown with Carmelo Hayes. There's a big kick right to the face of Big E. So certainly he has that championship experience, but certainly would love to get back into title contention here in NXT. Get after that NXT Championship, or even that NXT North American Championship. We're not really too sure what Trick Williams is really looking at. Obviously, every superstar wants to win the main championship for their respective shows. So obviously, guys want to win the WWE Championship, NXT Championship, World Heavyweight Championship. But sometimes, you know, there's only so many championships on each show. So hey, you know, going after the Intercontinental Championship, the North American title, the United States title, there's nothing wrong with that. As Trick Williams trying to pick up Big E, and Big E not going to have any of that. Uh-oh, roll up. Is he going to beat Trick Williams? No. Now Williams with an opportunity. No. Back and forth we go. We're still early in this matchup, so that feeling out process. And like we said, after we get through all four matches, Adam Pierce will be announcing what exactly it is going to be looking like for NXT Deadline in the terms of who will be facing your major champions here in NXT. As Trick Williams now, big kick to the midsection. Trick Williams, oh, the spinning neck breaker. Absolutely devastating. Is that enough to put away Big E? And it is. Trick Williams. Trick Williams. absolute devastating neck breaker. Big E early on trying to go for that pinfall attempt. There from that angle, it doesn't really seem like he did too much as Trick Williams from the top rope, big elbow right to the middle of that back. And then right there, it was kind of the starting of the downfall essentially right here as Trick Williams right here catches him. Bam! Nice maneuver, but we were not done there. Trick Willie looking to end the matchup, connecting with a devastating swinging neck breaker. The whiplash of Big E's neck there was enough to put down Big E tonight, and now NXT has tied it up 1-1 here tonight so far. We'll see how the rest of the group fares, but hey, that's a big win for Trick Williams. And now up next, it is the young OG, the bounciest, Javion Evans. He is in action against Kevin Owens, who is actually a former NXT champion here in the series. So definitely a tough test for this young man, Javion Evans, but certainly if anyone can pull up an upset victory, I believe it's Javion Evans in this opportune time. We just saw a big win for Trick Williams. We'll see if Javion Evans can deal with the likes of Kevin Owens. And certainly for Evans, this is his biggest match of his young career. Going on to take on the likes of a Kevin Owens, who's done some major things here in WWE. Former tag team champion, former NXT champion, and unfortunately, turned his back on Sami Zayn months ago, leading to him, selling out his soul to The Rock, the final boss. And he's that old prize fighter right now. He's all about himself and whatever is going to do the best for him and his career. He wants that world title. He wants that WWE championship. He wants the main championship. And certainly he believes this is the time now. He'll even turn on his friends, even his best friends. And you know how sadistic Kevin Owens can be at times. And tonight he's going to show Javion Evans exactly what he can bring to the table. Especially with Royal Rumble coming up right after Survivor Series, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot to really get after here in the series. A lot of men and women are looking for their opportunity to go on to win the Royal Rumble in main event WrestleMania. Could it be this man, Kevin Owens? Could he be one of those superstars to do it? Obviously, they're worried about Survivor Series coming up, and obviously worried about tonight's matchup. But hey, some of these men and women are going to be looking forward. As here we go, Javion Evans takes on Kevin Owens here next on NXT. Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Oh, Evans right to the jaw of Kevin Owens. That is a straight shot to breaking your jaw there, man. That is a tough shot. A little bit of a collar elbow tie up, a little feeling out process between these two. Evans a little bit stronger in this opportune time. And Evans really does not want to get out of it. No, look at that cheap shot there from Kevin Owens. And now, Evans is like, nope, I ain't going to tolerate that. As back and forth we go. And now roll through, looking to steal a victory here. I'm surprised Evans' foot is not touching that second rope, but referee obviously has a better view than I do. Owens telling Javion Evans to get up to his feet here. Gonna try to make him pay here from the second rope. Big axe handle takes down Evans. And now again from the second rope. Boom, frog splash there. Imagine if you would have got that from the top rope. Referee missing that bottom rope right there. And that's what I'm saying right there. You got to be careful when you do those type of things, because the referee is going to miss out on certain things like that. As, gonna go for a suplex. No, Evans going for the pinfall, but obviously this is not a falls count anywhere type of match. Evans now, what is he thinking? This ain't going to end well for somebody. Here we go, Evans. Oh my goodness. Almost like a corkscrew, torpedo, or something, whatever you really want to call it. Highly impressive, taking down Kevin Owens, and now Mr. Javion Evans bringing the fight to the prize fighter here. Those big haymakers right to the face of Kevin Owens. As Evans tosses Owens back inside the ring, didn't want to use that announce table, gonna look to go to work here on Kevin Owens. Oh, big kick to that lower back, trying to loosen up Kevin Owens as much as possible. And now Evans with a big clothesline to Kevin Owens. Owens trying to go for a kick, spinning heel kick, takes down Owens. Javion Evans all fired up here. Is this the moment? Are we going to see one of the biggest upsets in NXT history with Javion Evans defeating Kevin Owens here? Cutter! Absolutely devastating cutter into a corkscrew moonsault. Is that enough? 1, 2. No, Owens kicks out. That was the moment, ladies and gentlemen. That should have been it. It was not it. And now Owens going right after Evans here. Going for a scoop slam. No, he's not. He's looking to go to that top turnbuckle and drop him on some snake eyes. Now Owens believes he has the momentum. He believes he's right where he needs to be, and it connects with a stunner out of nowhere. 1, 2. No, and now Evans kicks out. Both men pulling out massive maneuvers out of their repertoire, and it's not working. As now Owens from the top rope district. Is this going to be enough? Owens, ooh, the missile drop kick takes down Javion Evans. And now Owens off the rope into a big time swanton or senton of sorts, whatever. Big splash of the ribs, whatever you want to call it. Still highly effective. And Owens, you can feel he's getting more aggressive as this matchup goes. And you do not want to see that if you're Javion Evans here. The more aggressive and more hot that Kevin Owens gets in this matchup, you know, the less likely Evans is going to win this matchup. As Evans was able to sidestep that moment, though. The snapmare takedown into almost like a trouble in paradise type of maneuver there from Javion Evans, and now bringing the fight still to Owens. Very competitive matchup, almost like a Northern Lights suplex combination. Oh, that was close. 2.5. Evans almost had Kevin Owens there. Don't know how much closer you can get by picking up one of the biggest wins of your whole entire career. And now Evans, DDT on the hardest part of the apron. What a maneuver. I don't know how Kevin Owens is able to move, ladies and gentlemen. That was a brutal maneuver, and Owens is pure adrenaline at this moment. He got DDT'd on the apron, and he's able to still move around. I don't know how he's doing it. As he a little bit of payback there of sorts from Owens, dropping him right there on that apron with his own little headshot there. And now, Owens. Oh, no. Package powerbomb taken down Javion Evans. I thought he was going to go with the package pile driver. That would have been very, very bad. As Owens now, he's pointing at the crowd before he hits this maneuver here. Owens, flying shoulder tackle, takes down Javion Evans. Evans, he's in trouble now. I wouldn't have said that a couple minutes ago when he dropped Owens on his head on that apron, but it literally woke up Kevin Owens, the prize fighter, as Owens looking to finish up this matchup. Stunner for the second time. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens with a big win tonight over Javion Evans. Evans was so close to walking out victorious tonight, man. That matchup, one of the better ones you'll see here in NXT tonight. That was an absolute onslaught. Evans, the downfall of the matchup was the DDT on the apron that he gave to Kevin Owens, because it unleashed something on Kevin Owens. It made him more aggressive. The adrenaline flew a little bit more. And usually it's the other way around. You get dropped on your head on the hardest part of the apron, and you're seeing stars. You're not able to really get out of your situation. So, I mean, it's a testament to what Kevin Owens can do, even though you hate to say that because of what Kevin Owens has been all about these last couple months, unfortunately. but certainly, you know, this is one of the better matches you're going to see in a good while. Props to Evans and props to Kevin Owens for putting on a classic tonight. As Evans getting his head dropped off that apron here, and Kevin Owens then would go on to hit a package powerbomb of sorts, dropping him off to the side, eventually bring him back in the ring for a trusty stunner, and that would be the downfall for sure. 1, 2, and 3. Big win there for Kevin Owens, just days away from Survivor Series. Team Triple H isn't looking too bad besides that loss in the last matchup, making it 2-1 here on NXT. Drew McIntyre coming down to the ring and Karrion Kross attacking the left knee of Drew McIntyre. That is not a good start to this matchup. Karrion Kross, he does not give a damn. Looking to send a message and making sure Drew McIntyre does not get that advantage, you could say, going in to that big time traditional Survivor Series matchup. Especially if that knee is taken out, certainly, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to obviously it's not going to make him 100% heading into that matchup, and it very well could be the downfall to where McIntyre's not going to be able to be on the main roster for the foreseeable future. Karrion Kross is going to beat the snot out of Drew McIntyre, it seems. And obviously, you got to believe this is what Triple H told Karrion Kross to do. Come out here while Drew McIntyre is coming out on his entrance, attack the knee, and go to town on McIntyre here. It's a damn shame it has to be this way. It's Kross with a big forearm strike right across the chest area. Gonna go for the pinfall. We'll see if this is it early on here. But no, strong kick out. And we know the Scottish Warrior, ladies and gentlemen. He's not the type of guy to quit. And now Karrion Kross is looking to go the high-risk district. We'll see if this is enough. Oh, big flying shoulder clothesline, pardon me, from that top rope. And now Karrion Kross continuing with that momentum, stomping away right on that hand. Going to break the hand as well, possibly, if he needs to. As a jawbreaker there, stuns Karrion Kross. We'll see if McIntyre can get back inside of this matchup and just try to get something going. Obviously, that leg got taken out earlier in the matchup, or before the matchup even started, and Karrion Kross had some momentum, but McIntyre, it feels like that adrenaline's flowing through him right now, so we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this matchup and see if Kross will continue to attack that whatsoever. As now McIntyre taking him off the ropes here, back and forth. We go into a Claymore out of nowhere. Is that enough? 2. Ooh, Karrion Kross kicks out at 2.5. McIntyre thought he had him there. Just that surprise Claymore out of nowhere, sending a message to Karrion Kross and company and saying, hey, I can strike at any time, any place, anywhere. There's a big shoulder bump running right through Kross. Now let's see what McIntyre's thinking. Always going top rope. Will this be enough? Big leg drop. Well, shades of Hulk Hogan, but not in the terms of doing it off the top rope. And now McIntyre going to work that shoulder blade area, that shoulder area, looking to make Karrion Kross tap out. Could you imagine tapping out to a maneuver like that? Not being able to kind of wiggle your way out of that? That'd be very tough. Is now McIntyre with a gut wrench slam, taking down Karrion Kross. McIntyre has had that momentum ever since Karrion Kross has attacked him. And you would think Kross would be able to capitalize on that stuff, but McIntyre has been a whole different animal since being attacked from Karrion Kross as Kross gets dropped off that top rope. And once this matchup is over, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be hearing from Adam Pierce about what exactly NXT Deadline will be looking like for your NXT champions. Oh, nice reversal from Karrion Kross. For your NXT Tag Team Champions, your NXT Women's Champion and your NXT Champion. How exactly NXT Deadline will be looking out for you. As is it time for Claymore Country here on NXT? Second one, the Claymore is busted open, Karrion Kross. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre, despite that left knee in that matchup, picks up a big win with the Claymore kicks, the second Claymore kick going right through Karrion Kross here tonight here on NXT. That leg is hurting for certain, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be a question to ask, ladies and gentlemen. Will he be 100% heading into Survivor Series? This is going to be rough sailing from McIntyre from now to Survivor Series. Now we are just moments away for waiting to see what Adam Pierce is going to be saying. Is from behind the WWE Chairman Triple H, the Game, coming out here and taking out Drew McIntyre after Drew McIntyre just beat Karrion Kross in the middle of that in that ring there, despite Karrion Kross attacking that leg. And now, oh no, now Triple H is going to work the leg. Triple H is going to work the leg now. Triple H is going to do it. Obviously, he's learned from the dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, the 16-time world champion. And Triple H is sending a message here. He is stomping on everything. The legs, the body parts, every single thing here. And again, Triple H again going to that left leg. I don't see McIntyre getting close to 100% whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen, as Triple H again, oh goodness, tossing him right up against that barricade. And I guess I can't be surprised that we're seeing this, ladies and gentlemen. This is just horrific, absolutely horrific. This man, the Cerebral Assassin, is making sure that Drew McIntyre's life is going to be a living hell. And now, ooh, pedigree from the WWE Chairman. And just like that, it takes a lot out of Triple H. He's not in that competitive shape like he used to be, but still has brought the fight to Drew McIntyre tonight. And oh, come on, you hit the damn pedigree, Hunter. God damn it. And now he wants to really send a message here. Oh my goodness, right to the sternum, right to the ribs. We might not even be able to have McIntyre be in there for Survivor Series, ladies and gentlemen. That midsection is just being taken out of the equation here, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get somebody out here, please? It's a devastating punch right to the temple there. This is just horrific. Can we seriously get somebody? Oh, look at McIntyre. McIntyre's now. Maybe it's McIntyre's time. Triple H, he was going too far. Certainly, Triple H could obviously get something going here, or I should say McIntyre might be able to get something going. And over the top rope and down goes the Game. And this is not what the Game was hoping whatsoever. But he got a little bit too greedy. His greed got to him. And now the Celtic Warrior, or I should say the Claymore Country in Drew McIntyre coming out here. Oh, and a Claymore kick just soon as he got up to his feet. The Scottish Warrior coming out in Drew McIntyre. Not the Celtic Warrior, that's obviously Sheamus. But now Drew McIntyre continuing to bring that fight to Triple H here. This ain't going to end well for the Game whatsoever. It has backfired, and he might be going through a damn table possibly. You just never know. But it certainly seems like we might be going there, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. He has him up. Putting the WWE Chairman through the damn table. Drew McIntyre has laid him out, and we'll see you guys at Survivor Series as we head to the back to hear from Adam Pierce. Looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a draw 2 wins from Triple H's team and 2 wins for Drew McIntyre's team. And if tonight was the last time we see Drew McIntyre in NXT, I wish him nothing but the best on Raw or SmackDown. But if he does end up coming back to NXT, we will certainly have a lot for him here on the yellow brand. But tonight, I'm here to address what the rest of NXT Deadline looks like besides our other Iron Survivor matches. With their 6-man tag team win recently at our latest NXT pay-per-view, the Hardy Boyz, the new tag team champions, will be facing off with the Legado del Fantasmas, Angel and Berto in tag team action for the NXT Tag Team Championships, as well as your NXT Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. You're wondering who she's going to face off. She is going to face off with Roxanne Perez once again, but the reason why she is facing off with Roxanne Perez, Roxanne is cashing in her title opportunity because obviously they got stripped of the tag team titles, as you all know, and Roxanne is using that opportunity for NXT Deadline. Now we get to the NXT Championship. All ego Ethan Page. Ethan Page has been hitting up my phone all week wondering who exactly he's going to be facing off at NXT Deadline. And the answer is simple. It is the NXT Gold Rush Men's winner. It will be the Legado del Fantasma's leader, Santos Escobar, taking on Ethan Page for the NXT Championship. And for you guys newer to the NXT universe as well, we will let you know the official card for NXT's Men Iron Survivor card. So, it is going to be Dragon Lee, Joe Hendry, Wes Lee, Omos, and Grayson Waller filling out the men's side of the Iron Survivor. And then on the women's side is a very stacked card. You have Stephanie Vacure and Julia. Both of those women are the current NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. You got Kalani Jordan. You got Lash Legend and Elba Fire filling out the card for our Iron Survivors women's match. And I haven't forgot about the 2-time NXT Women's North American Champion Thea Hale. She'll be on the card as well, but we will figure out who her challenger will be in the coming weeks. Thank you guys for tuning in to NXT. And the NXT Deadline card is now official at this opportune time. We'll see you on next week's NXT.